Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We would like to welcome everyone to the second track of Lark's new Normal Business Council and Mentorship Program. Now, for this afternoon, we will learn about some local, regional, and global best practices in adapting to the new normal ways of working. We will also receive some sage and sound advice on how to effectively and efficiently manage our teams and resources from near and, of course, from afar. Finally, we will hear a story of a pandemic-induced business pivot. Help me please welcome our resource speakers for this learning session. We have the Head of Communications of Lark Philippines, Ms. Kat Avelino. Again, Kat, thank you so much for inviting all of us here to join today's webinar. We are also joined by my very good friend, entrepreneur, business consultant, and columnist, Mr. Francis J. Kong. Rounding out our speakers here this afternoon, I'm really looking forward to the talk of content creator and entrepreneur, Ms. Camille Ko. And Camille will be joined by the COO of the Canton Club, Ms. Charlotte Ko. Kat Avelino to share her insights with us of how people are doing so far in this new normal setup.
So our topic today is one I am really excited about. Over the past months, businesses all over the world have started to shift to new ways of working. We've all gone digital. We will learn about what kinds of shifts they've done, how they did it, and how they're doing so far in their new normal setup.
Are there places where they can learn how to use Lark?
Yes, absolutely. I think the one thing that we're very proud of is that we really handhold our clients throughout their transformation process, and we want to make sure that we support them every step of the way.
And so, crisis can make people bitter. And then, crisis can also make people butter. I don't want you to melt because of this. But crisis pushes us to be faster. We gotta be doing things faster because we have to still be productive.
So, a couple of tips. How do we still maintain our sense of sanity and balance when we can't seem to separate any more work, home from work from home?
That's a great question, RJ. And as I constantly share the third secret of speakers like you and me, every time the speaker says that's a great question, that means the speaker doesn't have an answer yet.
Or is thinking of the answer.
There's an important thing to understand. There's a principle. If you have enough space, then you can be steady and you can limit your movement. If you have very limited space, then you have no other options but to move. What do I mean? And I will tie the two questions that you threw me into one. If we are staying in a place that has limited space, every time you move, the people who are with you should understand and get the message. RJ now is going to be on his work mode. And that message can only be delivered if we create a routine.
Now, please don't forget to include your name and your company when you type in the question so that we can properly address you. We would also love for you to spread the word about this program through your social media accounts. May we invite you to please use our official hashtags. The hashtags to use are Ready with Lark and Lark Suite.
another thing is that I keep stressing this is to always listen to your consumers. If you can't hear their voice, then try to be their voice. Try to think like one. Like, what would their voice sound? What would they be saying? So always think of your consumers.
We would love to know, Camille, what you've been doing online to build such a strong following.
I think one of the most important things is to have focus. A lot of people, because of the excitement, you tend to be scattered all over the place. You want to try everything, like all different types of category. But again, you want to capture a certain market. And for you to capture a certain market, you have to have a focus.
Thank you so much. That officially ends our session. Before everything else, I would like to thank all the fantastic speakers that we've had here today. Avelino of Lark Philippines, of course, Francisco, best-selling author and motivational business speaker, and of course, Camille and Charlotte Ko of the